Hey everybody, what's going on? We are live on some networks and not live on others. Looks like we're on Periscope, okay. And there we go, we got Periscope going on here. Today's topic is what's going on? So we're going to try and answer that question, what's going on? But first, we're going to share this out on Periscope. We're going to share it out on Twitter. We're going to tweet that puppy right there. Okay. And we don't have the Twitter stream on vMix Social yet. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and activate that. Let's put that over here. All right. So what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And if you want to know what's going on, you have to ask what's going on. So what's going on, guys? Right now, hey, West Bristol and Jason, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Share this out if you would. Tell your friends that Coach Dave is a famous talk show host. We have the ability to bring up to 1,000 people in on our show. And as a result of that, we don't let them all talk at once. I let one person talk at a time. So we can bring in a person to talk. We have a queue that we activate when necessary. And I don't think it's real necessary because we're not really activating anything tonight. And the reason I named this show What's Going On is that we are going to redo part of what's going on. And let me show you, we got the chat going on here. So we got Wes and we got Jason over there. Thanks for popping in, guys. So what's going on is we're going to change part of this show. We're going to change part of how everything works. We've got this call-in number. This is the same call-in number. When we activate it, we can get people in here on the show live, talk back and forth with us. That's what we want. However, we don't want to bore people to death. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have a few different mini topics. And instead of boring everybody with what I'm doing here, what this technology is, just message me. Just message me. Dave Brown Coach is my @name, my username on Periscope, on Facebook, on it's on a few things. Facebook and YouTube, big ones. Periscope, big one. And it's underscore Dave Brown underscore on Twitter. So tweet me or message me on Facebook. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a few small little topics. And then if there's something that takes off, we're going to talk about that. For instance, we might mention something that's going on in the media. We might mention something that's going on in politics. We might mention something that's going on with the economy, with the future of our country, whatever. We can talk about that. That's great. We're not going to bore people with that, though. So what we're going to do is talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about things like maybe we might, since football is in full swing, we might just talk about football. If you got a favorite team, great. If you hate a team, great. If your husband is so entrenched in football season on TV that he can't think of anything else and your wife sitting at home going, maybe you want to get on the show and call. Maybe you want to dial the phone down there and say, hey, I really want to anguish. I really want to moan and complain. Maybe that's the main thing you want to do is complain. So all these things are things that we will talk about. We'll have a few different small topics. I also want you to know that we're going to have special guests on here. I have the capability. Let me show you real quick. I'm not going to get into the technical aspect of this. Here's where we can bring a guest on and we can talk about anything that the guest has to do. One of the guests I'm going to bring on here has saw some fantastic things. He's a preacher. He's a reverend. He lives in the Midwest in Minnesota. And I'll tell you what, He told me the other day, Dave, I got some fantastic things that I've seen that you're not going to believe. You're really not going to believe this. And so I want to share that God is real. I want to share these facts, and I want to share some of these fantastic things that I've seen, been part of, and experienced. And people are going to have their minds. Okay, so he's going to come on the show. He's going to be special guest. And as we have him come on the show, he's going to tell us some stuff that we've never heard before, that we've never thought of before, things that God is doing in places where some of those places, third world countries where there isn't a lot of technology like you and I have. It's amazing stuff that God is doing around the world in these places that you wouldn't think that he'd be interested in. But he is. So Wes, Jason, whoever else is there, if you're catching this on the replay, type in a hashtag replay when you reply there in the little typing area. And if you see this, follow, share, subscribe, like, hit all those little hearts, all that stuff that you do when you're on those different social media platforms so that people will see what's going on. Let me tell you where this thing is going. We are right now on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, DLive, 2 places on Facebook. It looks like Mixer stopped on us. I don't know why, but sometimes Mixer does that. And we are on Smashcast. So we're in a lot of those places, a couple of them you never heard of, and we're going to add a couple more that you probably haven't heard of either. But that's okay. That doesn't really make a big difference in the scheme of things. What makes a big difference is whether or not you have something to talk about, because this is a talk show. And I could initiate the talk show part of it, but right now I'm just on here to tell you, hey, we're getting started. This is going to be exciting, that we're going to see some stuff happen and we're going to see some conversation go on, and a lot of things that people aren't talking about, we're going to talk about. And I'll let you have your 15 minutes of fame as long as you're respectful. If you're respectful, you can call up on the phone, walk around the house. We'll talk the whole time. We'll talk until you're done talking. But you've got to be respectful. We can't be throwing out all kinds of stuff that's just not acceptable in our culture. I won't allow that. But you just have to be respectful, and we will have stuff going on that's fun. Okay, here's the schedule for the show. Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's when we're going to be on. This is Late Night with Coach Dave. I just kind of call it the Coach Dave Show. And this is the Late Night Coach Dave Show. I did a morning one called Coffee Chat. That was really fun. We might bring that back. We might not. It just depends on where the interest is. If I'm talking to dead air, we're not going to bring it back. So anyway, this is the schedule. We are part of Ordinary People Media. You can catch us at OPMedia.live. www.opmedia.live. You want to sign in there and get some notice ahead of time on what we're going to be doing, because we're going to be helping people tell their story. And that's what my guest will be about. I talked about Reverend Tim. Reverend Tim is going to come on. He's going to be my guest in the next couple of nights here. And we're going to have him come on, and Reverend Tim is going to tell us about some of these fantastic things that God is doing. All right, here is the Common Sense Show TV. This is Terry Little. He is known as the Common Sense Guru. There's his schedule right there. Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Mondays and Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. So there's his schedule. He's going to be showing up on here and really talking about some cool stuff. We've also got Digga. Digga, that's Ernest. And Ernest is a cool dude. You guys want to catch him. His show right there, it says, always real, never fabricated. So he's part of Ordinary People Media. Now you can see I've got all this fancy stuff going on. I've got my David Letterman night sky behind me, all that kind of stuff. And that's part of where you find me. I'm at trickmylive.com. I'm at #trickmylive. I'm at Facebook/trickmylive. You can catch me all those places, and we're going to be doing some stuff. We are the part of Ordinary People Media that will teach you how to live broadcast, how to live stream, how to broadcast, how to FaceTime, whatever you want to call it, how to send out your opinion, your show, your interest across the internet, okay? Now here is Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern. This is a brunching show with Ediga and Lise. Lise Winnie is fun. You got to catch her. She is cool. She is fun. And you guys will love some of the stuff that tossed back and forth here between Ediga and Lise. So that's cool. You also want to catch my buddy here, Devontae Goins. And Devontae has a thing we call News Night with Devontae. I'm not sure he's doing this at 8 p.m. I think he's changed his time to 10 p.m. because I kind of bumped him out of that spot by going in and going at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I kind of bumped him further back, but he likes the lateness. He likes the really late at night, midnight stuff. So Devontae is going to be bringing us that. We're going to have all that kind of stuff. So what's going on? The title of the show tonight, what's going on? And if you're here, just say hi in the chat. I want to hear from you. This is not a show about me, and me. This is a show about you guys. This is a show about who's watching, what's going on, what's happening in your head, and what are you thinking, and what's your opinion? You know, we want to hear from you. We don't just want to hear me be a talking head and drone on. That's why we're going to have guests. That's why we have the number down here that people can dial into. We're not opening the lines tonight because I'm finding out from you what's going on. I'm finding out from you, what are you interested in hearing? What are you interested in hearing? What can I just sit back and relax, get my bottle of water, and just let you talk about? Can I answer some questions? I'm a certified master life coach. I'm also a certified biblical counselor, which means I know a little bit, enough to be certifiable, right? So that's what I want to find out. What do you want to hear? What do you have questions about? Type it in the chat. I'm always watching the chat. Even when the chat's not on screen, I'm always watching the chat. The chat's right over there. I can see it. And when people come in and they have some chat going on, I'll just slide right on over and the chat can just be displayed right there. Okay, so there's the chat. You want to type in the chat? We're waiting to hear from you. This show is about you. It's about teaching you how to live stream, teaching you how to get through life. I'm a master life coach, so why not? We want to find out what you want. We want to find out what you want to hear. We want to find out, what are you interested in? Are you interested in politics? You want to have me put on my Trump 2020 hat? I got it here somewhere. I could put on my Trump 2020 hat. We could talk about that. We can also talk about football season. Hey, I'm a Titans fan. Even though I live in California, I'm still a Titans fan. I love the way they took the Oilers franchise and reshaped it. And now they are one of the powerhouse teams. They are one of the powerhouse teams out there. If you're not a Titans fan, boo. I'm kidding. Okay. Hey, Dale, what's going on? I'm going to show Dale my little gizmo here. See how it slides over there, Dale? I can go ahead and slide back, get rid of the chat, or I can slide me over and just have the chat show up. It's slick. Slick. That's the word that I had going through my head the other day. I'm like, dang, that's slick. All right, so this is about you. This is about you. It's not about me. This is about what you want to see. This is about what you want to talk about. And if nobody's going to talk, we're going to shut the microphone off. But I think there's somebody out there that has an opinion. because, as they say, everybody's got them. Everybody's got the opinions. Thanks, Dale. Thanks. So everybody's got an opinion. Opinions are like armpits. Everybody's got one. Everybody's got them, and they stink. There you go. Hey, yeah. High tech. That's right. That's right. I'm going to show you some commercials for Ordinary People Media. It's going to take 90 seconds. If you go away, I'm sorry. If you don't go away, check this out, because these commercials are good. It's going to be one right after another, Here we go.
I stay cooler than the Chi-Town breeze, but hyper like I'm at the World Cup overseas. Do rag for waves with me, gotta stay fresh. I never leave home without it like American Express. I'm feeling kinda old school, how about you? If you're feeling how I'm feeling, this is what you do. Throw it up, 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 throw it up. Hey, yeah.
Tune in to the Common Sense Show TV, where your host, Terry, aka the Common Sense Guru, will give you a loving, violent share and invite. And remember to always interact in the comments.
Do you love eggs at 11 a.m., but you don't have nobody to take you to brunch? Well, guess what? I got news for you. Let's day drink and have bad table manners and wake up late, all while you watch Leaf and E-Bigger Cut It Up each week, talking about hot, popular, trending topics you can watch on Facebook, on Charm City Direct TV, or the Young Black Panthers Network. It is premiering all
right. So I did cut a couple of seconds off of those last two. You got to forgive me. I just get impatient. I want to talk. You know me. I'm a talking head. Actually, if I back this out, I got a little bit of an upper torso hook. So, the upper torso, I guess I'm a talking upper torso. I don't know how that works. Anyway, if we need to have a video guest, we can bring a video guest in here. I don't know if you saw that, Dale. This is for my video guest to be over there. And I can invite him in, or I can just show myself full screen. If I go ahead and scoot in, it's better. Then I can have my video guest, and we can both be big enough on the screen that we're visible. But that's we're going to have Pastor Tim come in here, Reverend Tim, I should say. I don't know if he's a pastor. He's a reverend. Reverend Tim is going to come in and tell us about some crazy stuff that's going on. So we're going to do that, and we want to know what you guys want to hear. That's why we are, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. That's why we are asking what's going on. What's going on? What's going on in your head? What's going on the program? I used to do a program called Coffee Chat. It was in the mornings. We kind of want to take a little bit of that, but we want to have some conversations. So we've got our call-in lines down there. You can see there's the phone number down there, and it's crawling across, and there's a code number. Those aren't open right now, but that is one way that you can access the show, or you could be a video guest, but you kind of have to warn me ahead of time. I don't just pass out that URL. But Dale, I didn't know that you are an ordained minister. That is cool. God can use us all in the arena we're in, and we don't have to be fake, and we don't have to try to fool somebody. You just got to be you. And when you're you, hey, God uses you where he needs you. And what is it? What is the thing that they say? God doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called. So if he's calling you, he will equip you, and off you go. You're gonna be having some fun there. So that's how we're going to be doing the show. And again, since we have no callers, since we have only a little bit of chat going on, yeah, it's one of those things. Years ago, how long have you been an ordained minister, Dale? I'm curious, because I always want to know that. I don't know why. It could be yesterday, but if God's called you, that's where you are. That's what it is. So I'm not too worried about that. But that's the interesting part. And then also, Dale, we have the ability to do this. I had this political thing, and guys, I am not telling you to vote one way or the other. I'm just telling you sometimes somebody's pulling your chain, okay? Somebody's trying to put something over on you. And if somebody's not trying to put some over on you, yeah, I don't know about that. 23 years. Wow. That's a long time. That is a long time. So check this out. I downloaded this video. I prepped it just to test it out the other day. Check out this video. You will think this is an awesome thing. Check it out.
Now in 2018, they're telling you the existential threat to America is a bunch of poor refugees 1,000 miles away. They're even taking our brave troops away from their families for a political
stunt, he says. And that's 2 years after Trump got in office. Now check this out. When he was president, when Obama was president, check this out.
President Obama is sending 1,200 National Guard troops to boost security along the U.S.-Mexican border.
In addition to the troops, the president is also requesting $500 million for border.
$500 million. I'm not going to go there. All right, anyway, let's get rid of this mess. So, jail and prison and biker ministry. Gotta love that. Gotta love, you know, if there's people that need the Lord, it is really people who have messed up. I know I've messed up. It's people who've messed up and then they're incarcerated or they're out in a really rough lifestyle like bikers, and God just is able to reach. He's able to reach that. And Restream, of course. Restream, you're having problems. I hope my signal's still going out because you are making me think. You're making me think, Restream. And so let me go check Restream and see if it's going out. It should be going out, but you know how Restream is. Sometimes they lose. Well, I know there's thunderstorms all over the country. We have thunderstorms here, and sometimes thunderstorms are just kind of... So I don't actually see the Restreams doing anything. Oh, okay. Dashboard. Let's see. So we're sending data. Mixer bombed out, but we have everything else connected. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 3 more on Facebook connected through Ordinary People Media. So that's cool. And we can bring Restream back up here. There we go. Yeah, captive audience. You can preach. You can tell them all exactly what they need. Heck yeah. And in fact, let's see about this.
Is there truth? Yes or no?
There we go. There's our favorite guy. Do you recognize this?
Is there truth? Yes or no?
Right. Right. So that's that one. And when you hear that, you kind of feel like doing this. Right? And that one, it just goes and goes. If I don't shut it off, it's going to keep going. And sometimes you just want to laugh, and it takes somebody laughing to really make you laugh. So that's a good one. You can play that with the video. That makes videos hilarious. Makes videos hilarious. I love that. And then, of course...
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
We know that one. And everybody's looking for...
Here comes the money.
Right. Money, money, money. That's why they're all trying to scam you. So if you're not a victim of a scam, if you're not a target of a scam, if you haven't just finished being scammed, you're about to be scammed. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make you nervous. I'm not trying to make you paranoid. I'm just saying eventually somebody's going to try and yank your chain. So you just got to watch for that. Just got to watch for that. Yeah, so we've got this thing all equipped with sounds. We got it equipped with a video guest. we got it equipped with a call-in center that can handle up to 1,000 people. If I opened all those mics at once and 1,000 people, you'd have some conversation going on there. And we can even pop in a Discord channel if we want to, and that would be worse than insane. So we're not going to do that. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. We've got Dale was here. Dale, I really appreciate. Thanks for being here, and I hope you and Kat are fine and everything is going fine for you guys. And we had Wes earlier, and it was nice to see you, Wes, and it was nice to see you, Jason. Guys, I'm out of here, and I'm going to play the outro, and then the screen, of course, is going to freeze with my link on it. But we will be back tomorrow, and you have a great night, Dale. Really appreciate you being here, and talk to you later. God bless. Bye-bye. All right, guys. See you later.